What have you done to me?
I've sold you off to this quarry, my dear slave, and I've had you branded. Your skin now says, as it should, property of the pharaoh.
It says, I want you for Quarry 17. And there's a picture of me in the middle. It says, wanted El Caravano, dead or alive. It will certainly be safer for me if they can't compare the faces. No one here will miss it. I'm really afraid that he could do something to me.
Get to work, you lowly beast!
I am the Pharaoh. Now, if you would be so kind to let me out of here!
Sure. And I'm Cleopatra. Get to work! Get to work!
Hey, you are my lowly beast.
Sorry, slave. That kind of role reversal could only ever possibly happen in a sleazy establishment. Or at least, so I've been told. And now, get to work!
I'm really after he made ugly.
Get to work, you...
This is my quarry, you ignoramus. I've had you transferred here as a punishment.
Someone actually did transfer me here for disciplinary readjustment. The Pharaoh! My spiffy model of the Eiffel Pyramid didn't tickle his fancy.
Well, that's right. But then again, the idea really stank.
Meanwhile, I deal with all my anger towards the Pharaoh by letting it out on slaves like you. Get to work!
Why doesn't this guy just listen? I wouldn't like to have him as a father. Which would make the mousetrap useless. I'm really afraid that he could do something to me. Aha! A bunch of cans. Outstandingly packaged fix. How do you open this thing? Full of interesting tools, but locked, unfortunately. The fellow won't let me through.
Hey, no passage for no one.
Why not?
This turf belongs to the slave boss.
This turf belongs to the Pharaoh.
Perhaps on papyrus. But the boss is the real big cheese here. And his word is law.
Ha! So he's the person I should be talking to.
Forget it. The boss is not gonna want to waste his time talking to the likes of you.
Yes, he wants to.
Listen up, little man. There's a lot of riffraff running around here in this quarry. But we only want to deal with the elite. Not just any little criminal who pops up can join our ranks. That's why the boss doesn't want to speak to you.
Can I perhaps bribe you somehow?
No. Even if you brought me something more decent to eat than this soggy honey sandwich, you still wouldn't be able to soften me up.
You still get bread with honey? I thought I'd already nixed honey months ago.
What?
Never mind.
Figs! My favorite foodstuff! But what's the deal with this strange packaging? Here, have some of my soggy bread and honey with them. They ain't packed too good.
The honey sticks to the poster. My picture is in the middle of the wanted poster.
El Caravano. Sounds dangerous.
Then, let me through.
I don't know.
What would the boss say if you didn't let a dangerous criminal through to him?
Okay, you can pass, but that doesn't mean that I like you.
It says, Dancing is strictly prohibited for safety reasons. Don't exactly smell lemon fresh. Oh dear. I don't want to know who has already been combed with it. The large wheel is connected to the well.
There it is. My kingdom. My empire. By the rotten intestines of the Pharaoh. Your mug somehow looks familiar to me.
That's right. I'm El Caravano, the feared bandit.
Doesn't impress me at all, putrid little criminal.
I'd like to get back out of this hole. Can you help me?
Out of here? You'll be getting out of here faster than you like.
Perfect.
In pieces.
Oh,
You're not going to survive for long, unless you join my troop.
why wouldn't I survive for long?
Either the quarry will do you in. The Pharaoh has made arrangements to ensure that no one survives for very long. Or, if you cause us any trouble, the boys and I are gonna take care of you. So, do you want to cause us trouble?
Me? Are you kidding?
Good. Then maybe there's the slightest possibility of you actually being accepted into my troop.
What do you mean by your troop?
There's only one way of getting out of this quarry alive.
There still is a way. Then I must have a word with my architect.
What?
Oh, sometimes I talk crazy. Didn't mean to interrupt you.
Anyway, like I said, there's only one way of getting out of this quarry alive. And that's with my airtight escape plan.
Escape plan? How wicked.
But I'm not gonna tell a squirt like you.
Why not?
Because a sniveling little wimp like you doesn't deserve to be accepted into a troop like mine.
But I'm not a wimp.
Yes, you are. I bet you wouldn't even dare to pull a prank on the foreman. You were probably planning on sucking up to him all along. You worm.
No worries. You and me are both not too keen on the foreman.
Then prove it. Finish him off real good. Leave him crying.
No problemo.
Let's see what crops up.
Have I already mentioned that I don't have the slightest clue about how to operate these things? Wow, you work pretty close to the edge. Aren't you afraid this thing will fall down?
No, why? I've got a safety rope, and as long as I don't chip off too much from the left, then everything stays stable.
Then don't go and chip off too much from the left, otherwise there's going to be a big mess.
I'll take care of it.
Who are you and what are you doing here?
Oh, that's a long, unimportant story.
Great.
It's really long and truly unimportant.
Well, that's just great.
Okay. Once upon a time, I finally got out of slavery. No more of this home and yard slave stuff for Combat El Wombat. No more of this sniveling, use me and abuse me, slave stuff for Quan Dakmon. No more of this trim that bush. Now kiss my tush, slave stuff for Elton Mukat. Because this Hasil had freed me. A funny guy. No idea what he mixed into the poor slave driver's drink. I did a bit of diving for him, and then I thought, hey, the world is now my oyster. Well, at least Egypt is. So I thought to myself, how can I get ahead? I mean, the prospect of being a camel washer didn't really do it for me. Where is there still a gap in the market in Cairo? Ah, and then it struck me. Sand.
Sand?
After all, sand is all over the place here, and it bugs. And it always gets between your toes. Crunch, crunch, crunch. In my lifetime, there will be a beneficial invention, the vacuum cleaner. This is exactly what everyone here needs. Hey, I've built a time machine out of Caesar's Crunchies box, so it can't be that difficult to build a vacuum cleaner out of camel hair, couscous and dates. That's what I thought.
What happened then?
Well, then I took a shot at it, and then something embarrassing happened with the prototype. Just let's say, an artificially generated vacuum that sucks up a palace guard is not a good thing. Especially not after you previously sucked up an entire day's worth of camel dung from the market square. And then, while getting the guard out of the bag, you accidentally hit the blow button. Well, the consequences are rather negative. The palm that he landed on smells funny to this day, but it grows like crazy. The palace guard isn't growing anymore, but he smells funny to this day. Then I wanted to look for a new field of business. Then, one night at the bar, some Joe shoves me a flyer in my hand. It said, the ultimate method to increase your income. Enjoy a rosier financial future by starting right now. Find out how you can work part-time and earn 500 to 2,500 gold pieces per month to supplement your current income. Find out how you can join a local hood business that's true, honest and ethical. Sign up for the quick tour today. It sounded genuine.
That sounds kind of familiar to me. Didn't I get that printed? Whoops. I didn't say anything.
So, I took the tour. And that's how I landed up here. Breaking stones. Rape. You can't trust no one no more.
A truly tragic story. But it's proof that my business model works. The paper is wrapped around the comb. Reminds me of my garden parties. A solid holding rope. Put the soap in. Hey, what's happening?
Who dares to desecrate my well?
Now I'm already hearing voices. Must be the heat. I can't accomplish anything like this. Nothing is happening. An unfinished statue. Only Mr. Ra would make the water even cleaner. The large wheel is connected to the well. I threw it down. Have I already mentioned that I don't have the slightest clue about how to operate these things?
Da-da-da.
Wow, you work...
No, why? And as long as...
In my opinion, you should really just chip off a little bit more from the left.
Why?
No way is the pharaoh that fat.
How would you know that?
I once interviewed him, back when I was still on the Cairo Times.
If you think so, then I'll just chisel off another little bit here.
Careful! Sharp edges.
Some great artist I am. The statue just tips over. Everything's in vain. Leave me alone.
How does someone go about cheering you up again?
Nothing can stop me from sulking now.
Nothing?
No.
Nothing at all?
No.
Not the slightest thing?
No.
Do you mean that there's not even the faintest glimmer of hope?
No.
No hint of a possibility?
Well, come to think of it, a tasty dish might help to brighten my mood.
Couscous with lark's tongue?
Whatever. However, freshly prepared would be a plus.
You're not exactly making it easy for me. No tool for my tender hands. What can be done with such a device? Oh no!
How many times is this going to happen? Stop monkeying around! It's time for a little refreshment.
A nice solid wedge. It didn't have a future anyway. But now, let's get out of here. I did it! This deed will certainly provide me with valuable services.
My best design.
It says, the owner of this deed is the proprietor of slave Rupert Eugenius Grimbaldi, artistic name of Cringer.
You! Come with me!
What?
Say hello to your new lord and master. You got lucky, kiddo. You'll have it good with me.
What?
You're a tad short, but I'll still manage to get a good price for you.
What?
Here's the deed. Look, you belong to me. I'm finally a real slave driver with real assets again.
But my boss!
That's me. Be quiet now and let's beat it.
Ah, what a beautiful stone. 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 That won't work. A bird's nest with a few eggs in it. A bird's nest with a few eggs in it. This thing doesn't run quite round.
Moses?
What? Who's speaking?
Are you Moses?
No,
Damned! Where's that good-for-nothing lolling about anyway?
I am the Pharaoh.
What? Then let my people go!
Do your people consist of bushes?
Pharaoh, don't go too far! My people are the Israelites, who you've enslaved!
Isn't Moses a soccer player?
But only because he can't make money with rebellion. He's our fundraiser!
Since when could bushes talk?
There's only one bush that can talk sense, and that's me. And I am the god of the Israelites.
A god! I'm delighted to meet a colleague.
Blasphemer! A pharaoh is but a mere mortal. If you want to join me in the realms of God, you should get a start on shrinking your oversized ego right about now.
But you're quite a small bush.
Watch your tongue, Pharaoh. Even a little bush can wreak untold havoc.
Perhaps we can even work together.
It depends. I'm not actually too fond of the concept of dividing power.
But I'm an advocate of violence. It's the foundation pillar of my politics.
I reckon that it could lead to some difficult coalition negotiations.
Knots? No one ever taught me that. Wow! Knots? No one ever taught me that. It's easy to catch your death when you wander alone through the desert. It's easy to catch your death when you wander alone through the desert. A big vein of firestone. That won't work. I'm not good at throwing. Wow, I didn't know what I'm capable of. Better not. Better not. That won't work. That won't work.
Aha! The Pharaoh!
I'm much more divine than you.
More divine than God? Don't get carried away.
Why on earth did you have to manifest as a balmy bush?
Don't make me angry! I like bushes. And what else am I supposed to take in this sparse environment? A grain of sand, maybe?
I'll build a park here, but with tulips. All the bushes will be uprooted.
That! You! No! It happened again! This always happens when I get worked up. Oh, man. The last time it was Moses who really burned me up. Now I have to wait again for the next rainy season. Or, I could send the floods.
Better not. Better not. An egg in the pan, more or less.
What are you doing there? That really is the limit. Just you wait. I'll cover your kingdom with plagues. Plagues? Yes, indeed. It'll rain locusts. And frogs will fall from the skies. And furthermore, hail. Yeah, yes, indeedy.
Whatever you say. But this fried egg is roasted to perfection.
And you'll also be roasted, Pharaoh.
Knots? No one ever taught me that. Knots? No one ever taught me that.